She dropped the report on his desk. He didn't look up. Anything else? Leon's voice was flat, eyes still on the screen, jaw sharp, unreadable. No, sir, she said. He didn't respond. Nia turned, heels clicking against the polished marble floor. Her heart beat steady. She was used to being invisible. It was safer that way. But that night, something snapped. It started simple. She smiled. Not at him, at someone else. Ryan cracked a joke about the vending machine eating his dollar. Nia laughed. Not a polite chuckle, a real, head back, eyes crinkling laugh. Leon turned his head. His gaze landed on her like a spotlight. Still, cold, focused. Ryan didn't notice. He kept talking. Leon didn't blink. That was the first time in 2 years he really saw her. She felt it, the shift, like the air had changed temperature. She looked away, but he didn't. The next morning, Ryan was gone. No goodbye, no explanation. His desk cleared before lunch. Nia asked around. No one knew anything. Or maybe they did and just wouldn't say. She tried to ignore it. But then her phone buzzed. Unknown number. Lunch? She stared at the message. No name, just that word. She deleted it. But the next day, Leon passed her in the hallway. He stopped, looked at her, really looked. You didn't reply. Her throat dried. Excuse me? He leaned in. I don't ask twice, Nia. She blinked. He walked off. She didn't move for a full 10 seconds. The next lunch break, she found herself in the private executive dining room. He was already there, sitting, waiting. She sat across from him, trying to keep her hands still. He didn't speak for a full minute. Then, quietly, Why him? She frowned. Who? Ryan. He told a joke. Leon's eyes narrowed. You laughed. Is that a problem? He leaned back, arms crossed. You've never laughed like that with me. You've never said anything funny. The silence that followed was sharp enough to cut skin. Then he smiled, and that was worse, because it wasn't a pleasant smile, it was a warning. You think I didn't notice you? I know you didn't. He looked down at his plate. I notice everything, Nia. I just don't act on impulse. She stood. Then stop acting now. She walked out. He didn't stop her. But the next day, her desk was moved from the 4th floor to the executive floor, right outside his office. No explanation, no request, just moved. She walked in and stared at the new nameplate. Nia Carter, executive assistant. She wasn't his assistant yesterday. She stormed into his office. What is this? Leon didn't look up. You work here now. You didn't ask. I don't ask. She slammed her hand on his desk. I don't want this. He finally looked at her. You will. That night, she texted her sister. He's watching me. I think he's serious. You said he didn't know your name. He didn't. Now he does. She didn't sleep. And the next morning, she found 2 security guards waiting at the elevator. Escort her from the parking garage, Leon said as he passed them. She blinked. What? I don't want you walking alone anymore. That's not your choice. He stopped, turned. It is now. She stared at him, and something inside her cracked. I'm not yours, Leon. He stepped close, too close. I know. His voice was low, controlled, but something burned behind his eyes. That's the problem. Every day after that became a test, a new rule, a new limit. No red lipstick, no after-hours meetings with male coworkers, no solo coffee runs. And every time she pushed back, he pushed harder. He didn't touch her, never crossed that line, but his presence filled every room she entered. Every time she laughed, he tensed. Every time someone looked at her, his jaw clenched. Until one night, she stayed late, finishing reports. He walked in, closed the door, locked it. She stood slowly. "This isn't appropriate." "I don't care." "You're my boss." "That's not what this is." "Then what is it?" He walked up to her, his breath hitched. "I don't know how to stop." She felt her pulse in her throat. "Then don't start." "I already have." Their faces were inches apart. His hand hovered near hers, not touching, but close enough to feel the heat. "I see you now," he said, "and I can't unsee you." She swallowed hard. "You should have left me invisible." He smiled. "That would have been safer." If you're still watching, you can feel it too, right? That tension? If you want to see how far Leon goes, hit like and subscribe. This isn't even the breaking point. That's coming next. Nia slammed the apartment door and leaned against it, breath shallow. Her hands trembled. She wasn't sure what scared her more, that Leon was watching her, or that a part of her didn't want him to stop. She didn't know what he was, not yet, but she knew he wasn't normal. The way he moved, the way people submitted around him, the way his eyes glowed, just for a second that night in the elevator. It wasn't human. And deep down, she'd always known something was off about him. She just never thought it would involve her. That weekend, she met someone new, Jace. He was charming, calm, a little reckless, and totally unaware of who Leon was. They talked at a cafe for over an hour. Nia laughed. For real. She didn't know Leon was watching. From across the street, in the rain, unblinking, unmoving, predator still. The next morning, Jace didn't show up to work. By noon, his name was erased from the employee system. By 5, his apartment was empty, and by midnight, Nia got a message. "Don't test me again." No name, but she knew. She stormed into Leon's office the next day. His team tried to stop her. She didn't care. He looked up, calm, like he expected her. "You can't control who I talk to." Leon stood, slowly. "You don't understand what you're provoking." "You erased him." "I protected you." "From what?" He walked around the desk. "From me." She stared at him and then whispered, "What are you?" He didn't answer, just walked to the window, hands in his pockets. "You wouldn't believe me." "Try me." He turned. His eyes weren't brown anymore. They were gold, glowing, and for the first time, she felt it. Fear. Real fear. He took a step forward. She held her ground. "I'm not just your boss." "No kidding." "I'm not just a man." She swallowed. "I'm alpha to the largest pack in this city. I lead wolves, Nia. I am the wolf." Silence. She blinked, then laughed. He didn't. "You're serious?" He nodded once. "Okay," she said, backing away. "So you're insane." He didn't move, but his voice dropped low. "You think I'm jealous because I'm a man. I'm not. I'm jealous because I'm designed to claim what's mine." "I'm not yours." His voice was a whisper. "You are." He stepped closer again. "Nia, you're my mate." Her breath caught. "No." "I didn't want this either." She shook her head. "Nope, I'm out." She turned. He let her go, but his voice followed her out. "You'll see it soon." That night, her skin burned, literally. She paced her apartment, sweating, shaking, aching. Dreams of forests, running, teeth, blood, and him. Always him, in the shadows, watching. When she woke up, her sheets were torn, her mirror cracked, and her eyes, they flashed gold in the bathroom light. She screamed, called her sister, but the call dropped after 2 rings. She grabbed her bag, ran out the door, and made it halfway to her car before Leon's black SUV pulled up beside her. He stepped out, calm, controlled, but his shirt was unbuttoned at the top, hair messy, like he'd run there. "I told you," he said quietly. "It's starting." "What's happening to me?" He sighed. "You're not human either, Nia." Her knees buckled. He caught her. "Don't touch me!" "You're turning." "I'm not one of you!" He looked at her. "Then why do you smell like me?" She froze. He helped her into the SUV. She didn't fight. She just stared at him. "Why now? Why after 2 years?" He clenched the steering wheel. "Because I fought it." "Then keep fighting." "I can't anymore." The car was silent for a long time. Then she whispered, "You ruined everything." His voice cracked. "I know." She didn't ask where they were going. She couldn't think past the burning in her blood. But when they stopped, she realized they weren't in the city anymore. They were in the woods, his territory. And that night, under the moon, she saw him shift. Bones cracked, muscles tore, fur exploded from skin, and where Leon had stood, a massive black wolf now snarled at the trees. Then it turned to her and bowed its head. If you're still watching, you felt that shift, didn't you? If you think this love story is just getting started, smash that like button. And subscribe, because in part 3, Nia doesn't just learn who she is, she learns what she can do. And someone's going to bleed. She couldn't breathe. The wolf, Leon, towered in front of her, black as night, eyes glowing like fire. And yet, he bowed. To her. Nia's legs shook, not from fear, from recognition. Some part of her, buried deep, ancient, bowed back. She didn't know what she was, not yet, but her blood did, and it was waking up. Leon shifted back, skin steaming, body trembling. He dropped to his knees, panting. Nia stared at him, jaw clenched. "You expect me to just accept this?" "No," he whispered. "I expect you to survive it." She turned away. "Take me home." He didn't argue. But that night, as she lay in bed, her dreams were different. Not chaos, not fear. Power. She ran through trees, fast, sharp, alive. And beside her, always, was him, the alpha, the one she was destined to hate and need. By morning, the burning in her blood was gone, replaced by something worse. Hunger. Not for food, for control. She walked into the office like a storm, hair back, lips red, eyes cold. Everyone stared, even Leon, especially Leon. She dropped a file on his desk. "Meeting in 10. He blinked. "You're leading it?" "I am now." He stood. "Nia." "No," she snapped. "You made me this. You don't get to cage it." His jaw flexed, but he didn't stop her. That meeting changed everything. She spoke and people listened, not because of her voice, but because of her presence. Something in her had shifted, and the pack could feel it, even if they didn't know why. Later, in his office, Leon closed the door behind them. "You're rising too fast." She turned. "You afraid of me now?" He stepped close. "I'm afraid for you." "You don't get to protect me." I have to. You're mine. She laughed bitterly. Then why does it feel like I'm yours, but you're not mine? Silence. He looked away, and she saw it. Pain. Real pain. What are you hiding, Leon? He hesitated, then said, You weren't supposed to shift. What? You were human. At least, we thought you were. She stepped back. What do you mean, we? I had you investigated when the bond started. You didn't test as wolf. No lineage, no trace. Then how? He looked up. You were dormant. A bloodline buried deep, older than mine. How do you know that? Because when you walked in today, every wolf on this floor dropped their eyes. Nia stared at him. You're not just a mate, Nia, he whispered. You're alpha-born. Her knees buckled. He caught her, held her. This time she let him. But I'm not trained, she said. You will be. And if I don't want this? He pulled back. His eyes were soft. Then I'll follow you, even if it kills me. That night, the city changed. Rogue wolves, banished ones, caught her scent. They came in silence, one by one, to challenge her, to claim her. But she wasn't helpless anymore. The first fight happened in the parking garage. A woman with blood on her hands and a smile full of knives lunged at Nia. Nia didn't flinch. She moved like she'd done it 1,000 times. Fangs, claws, fury. It was over in seconds. Leon found her standing over the rogue's body, breathing heavy, eyes glowing. He didn't speak. He just dropped to one knee, a silent gesture, recognition. Not of love, of dominance. And she accepted it, because she finally understood. She wasn't his shadow anymore. She was the storm. Later that week, a council meeting was called. Wolves from every burrow gathered in silence. Leon stood by her side, but she stood in front. I didn't ask for this, she said, but I'm not running from it. An elder growled, You're unproven. She met his eyes. He dropped his. Leon smiled. That night, in his penthouse, she stood by the window. City lights below, moon above. He walked up behind her, hands hesitant. You changed everything, he said. No, she murmured. You did, when you saw me. He wrapped his arms around her waist. I was afraid. Of me? Of needing you. She turned. Their lips were inches apart. Then she kissed him. Not soft, not sweet, claiming. And he let her, because even kings bow to queens, especially when they're born to rule. If you watched all 3 parts, you felt it, didn't you? That shift from prey to predator, from invisible to unforgettable. Drop a comment if you saw her power coming. Smash like if you want more stories like this. And let me know what countries you all are watching from. Subscribe, because this wasn't just a love story. It was a beginning. And every beginning demands a war.